So Advice for Renters Money, we're part of an organisation, a charity called Advice for Renters. We're in our 33rd year now, and we provide legal advocacy for people that are eligible for legal aid, so low-income families that are facing eviction or living in serious health-threatening disrepair. Our mission is to support those marginalised by financial and the subsequent social exclusion. We uphold people's dignity by fostering a holistic, person-centred approach, supporting their unique and specific needs. We present financial options to them and we support their choices. So the project has been hugely successful and we now wish to build upon this to cover a broader geographical area.
We're delighted to receive the support of the Charles Plater Trust towards our mentoring projects in Manchester. Since 1994, we've helped over 1,700 children from among some of the UK's most deprived postcodes. And we help them to grow in strengths of character, or if you like, virtue. And with those, to give them the tools to unlock their potential, to flourish in all areas of their lives, and to make positive contributions to their communities around them.
I'm Sarah, I'm from DePaul UK, and we are a national youth homelessness charity working with some of the most marginalised young people in society all across the country. But this particular grant, which we're so grateful for, is actually going to fund our Night Stop service in London, which is a really vital lifeline for young people on the verge of homelessness all across the capital. It is where we offer safe, same-night emergency accommodation in the spare rooms of trained and vetted volunteers who are kind of embedded in the community. And these incredible hosts, thanks to the support of Plater, will be they're not only offering a safe place to sleep, but a hot meal, washing facilities, a listening ear, all of which can make a real difference to a young person when they're at their most vulnerable.
We're from the Destitution Project, or DP, based in Bolton, and we run a weekly drop-in, and we also run an asylum casework service for refugees and asylum seekers living in Bolton.
We are based in the Black Country, that's Wolverhampton, Walsall, Sandwell and Dudley, and you know, where we are, we're ranked in some of the most deprived areas, and that's the reason why Provision House exists. It is to relieve poverty, give provision of items, goods and services for persons in need as an expression of our Christian ethos. And our aim is to become a community hub.
We work in the Black Country also in Walsall, and we support young people who have been exploited or who are at risk of exploitation. Our work is through one-to-one, through education in schools, and we support the wider family unit as well.
We're Soundabout, and we believe in creating musical communities without barriers. And the group that we're here today were our Oxford Inclusive Choir, and this is the project that the Plater Trust is going to be funding for the next 2 years, which is just incredible.
I think we've been very, very lucky over all these years. We've got a lot of money to do the great work that we do, supporting local women and girls in South London. Beatrice in Brixton, in one of the poorest wards in London, not only affected by poverty, inequality, racism, exclusion, but also violence. So this particular, we are supporting families there, no? Through one-to-one mentoring, employability support, language support, literacy, all kinds of activities. Our unique selling point is that we provide long-term support, so it's not 10 weeks, 5 weeks. Some people stay with us for 10 years, yeah?
We're really grateful for the Charles Plater Trust Fund, and we're all about the local church. We're all about training and equipping the local church to be the hands and feet of Jesus in their community. This particular grant will go to the Early Intervention Programme, and the Early Intervention Programme is about providing mentors from the local church who we train. They're volunteers, we train and equip them, and they go into schools to work with vulnerable children.
Our organisation, West London Mission, we work in London. We started in 1887, and it's a Methodist-based organisation, inclusive Christian ethos and faith, showing the faith through social action.
The Plater Trust funding will enable us to expand our work across West London for the next 18 months. And we want to create a team of money mentors so that when we move on, we leave a legacy of social inclusion and social and financial resilience.
The support from the Charles Plater Trust this year is going to allow us to expand our work into 4 new schools in Manchester in the coming academic year, as well as increase our provision of after-school clubs, family days and holiday camps at a centre that we have in Rusholme in the centre of Manchester. So we're very grateful for this opportunity to expand our reach, and we look forward to working with the Trust in the coming years.
Thanks to this support, we will be there. We'll be able to support more young people in London, keep them safe off the streets, and most importantly supported to live a more independent and brighter future.
The funding means that we can now pay for professional translation and interpretation services when needed. It will help keep our wonderfully skilled and determined caseworker Shahida with us for another 2 years. And it will also allow us to appoint a second caseworker to carry the ever-increasing load of new clients asking for help in our little corner of the world.
So this will help us develop a programme where 16 to 24-year-olds come to us for 10 weeks to experience a whole range of work-based learning, including shop floor. We have a big community review shop. They'll do shop floor skills, customer services, accounts, pack testing, furniture restoration, a whole range of things. And at the end of that programme, they'll then be supported with a personal action plan as to how they then develop. So through the Plater Trust, they're going to be giving them some hope, raising some aspirations, and hopefully reducing unemployment in our community.
This particular project called Fatima, and the whole idea is to support immigrant, refugee and asylum seeker women to integration.
This will help us to partner with more churches and therefore impact more children.
So we're really, really grateful to receive this for our St Luke's Hub. And it will be used to deliver training programmes on financial resilience, to deliver community training such as Scam Busters, which will help the community protect themselves during this time against scams. And we also network in through the whole community as well at St Luke's. Thank you very much.
This fund from the Plater Trust is also going to enable us to set up 2 emerging leader groups, which are groups, Gergo is a former emerging leader, and our emerging leaders help us to set up other choirs around the country and build confidence and leadership skills. So all in all, it's an amazing project. We're hugely grateful for the funding, and thank you for having us today.